we have to have a concerted effort to de-link the two. It's got nothing to do with Islam. A term radical Islam should never be used, because it in itself means that there's something in the religion. Radical Muslims, liberal Muslims, yes, but not Islam. Islamists means there's something in the religion. So these are subtle terms, but what has happened is this is what causes Islamophobia. And only us, we the representative of the Muslim world, only we can do something about it. Otherwise no one else is going to. And once we do something about it, this will then seep into the media as well. And it can only be remedied if all of us, Muslim states, have a concerted, and it's only a small, you don't have to have a big lot of material on it. You just have to address two things. The terrorism part and radicalism part in Islam, and the other is the sensitivity we feel for the Holy Prophet. Because they immediately, the moment we react, they said they are against freedom of expression, and they said they are very narrow-minded people. And they blame that on Islam. So either way, both these are the two areas which then feed into Islamophobia in the Western countries. And that's really was my reason to inviting you here today, because I thought, it has to be a conversation we must keep having, even with your diplomats. All we want is that it will promote harmony amongst humanity. Right now, it's dividing humanity. Thank you very much.
To this briefing and sharing with us your views on this very important international issue. We all face this, and we understand that in the present world there is this issue which we must jointly find solution to it. And I think all colleagues will support you. We must explain to international community the difference between Islam, real Islam, and extremism, religious extremism, and terrorism. There is big difference, and we must jointly explain this. And I want to thank you for sharing with us this and calling us and raising this issue. And I'm sure my colleagues will share this information about this meeting with their capitals, and also will share with us here their views on this. Thank you very much.
Turkey in this regard proudly plays its part both bilaterally and multilaterally. We welcome and endorse the step the OIC foreign ministers earlier took in Niamey. We are closely working with the UN delegation of Brotherly Pakistan with a view to furthering the relevant OIC decisions with the United Nations bodies. We appreciate the efforts of Pakistan leading this initiative from the front very much.
It's my pleasure and my honor to be here with this meeting, and thanks Mr. Prime Minister to this very important meeting, because we are now waiting what they want to do from the Western country. They work all together against any country for the OIC. It's very important to do like him together, by media, by dialogue, by anything. And I want to thank Mr. Prime Minister for your support to Palestine, and convey warm regards from His Excellency Mahmoud Abbas, the President of Palestine, and warm regards from Al-Aqsa. It's for all the Muslims. Thank you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Excellency. I am Ibrahim, Ambassador of Jordan, and we seize this opportunity to extend our thanks to His Excellency Prime Minister, who is seizing any opportunity to address the Islamophobia issue in any kind of international forum. This is well appreciated. Jazakallah khair. I believe that the media plays a very big role in this, and of course it needs a very big efforts and a collective efforts all together as Ummah. If I may say that just after the millennium and in year 2002, King Abdullah II took an initiative and we have released a man message. It was a product of months of meetings from different countries, ulama, scholars in general. It was showing the moderate Islam. Thank you.
Excellencies, thank you very much for the initiative and also for the invitation extended to us to hear your briefing. Certainly, Indonesia is also on the same plans. We are supportive of the initiative of Pakistan through the OIC, and there's numerous resolutions already been adopted by the OIC, and it serves as a good platform to way forward. And I think there are two things that we need also to underscore in trying to make known to the public that with regard to our effort. One, many already mentions about the important involvement of media. This is something that's very important. I understand it is not easy. We've been trying also to ask media to arrange meetings among media with the objective that they would come up with a code of conduct which inspire them how to be sensitive of other religions or other important issues. But I guess it is worth also contemplating once again to organize a meeting, among journalists, inviting journalists. So hopefully they would be able to come up with some sort of like a code of conduct for their further preference. There is a lot of interfaith dialogue already been organized involving interfaith leaders in the West, in also in the Muslim world. But without the involvement of media, it is very difficult, because in the end, who come up in the media, the narrative in the media will be the direct or will be stated by those who written the articles or every news about the Islam. So I think the importance of the engagement of media, and in this regard probably OIC may contemplate of organizing a meeting among journalists representing the Westerns and the Muslim countries, so that they can have frank discussions and reflections what would be the best ways to prevent similar event in the future.
So Prime Minister, thank you so much for your brief sharing with us this really important issue. As my brother, the Ambassador of Turkey mentioned, the most important thing is to working on the OIC and the United Nations. And I think we should have a roadmap from now, put our efforts on it. Since the UAE will be next year a member of the Security Council of the United Nations, and also the next foreign minister meeting for the OIC will be in Islamabad. So I think we have a great opportunity to put our effort on that and working together and make sure all of us in this room with Pakistan, supporting Pakistan in this effort, supporting you, Excellency, on this leading the effort to support that.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, for sharing with us your most poignant thoughts and views and ideas about this very important issue, not only to Pakistan, but the whole of Muslim world. You will recall, sir, that it was just about 2 years ago, in this very room, that you and my former Prime Minister, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, had a very important discussion on this, among others, this particular issue. And it was, that meeting took place just a few days after the incident in Christchurch, New Zealand. So both our leaders, you and my former Prime Minister, we expressed our resolve to address this issue, including, you mentioned just now, the need for leaders of the Muslim world to engage in a constructive and sustained manner with the leaders from the Western world. to educate them about the sensitivities associated with Islam and the Muslims and Islamophobia, etc. Thank you very much.
Thank you. First, I want to convey the congratulations of Fadilat al-Imam al-Akbar Shaykh al-Azhar to Your Excellency for the month of Ramadan and also for your efforts countering the Islamophobia, and your message to him has been very well received the last month, and I think there is a sort of dialogue going on concerning your message. Thank you very much.